Today I've got this little Mercedes petrol engine. I'm not sure what it is. I'll put it in the description, but I've been told to change the tensioner. But this is the tensioner, all that crap. And the belt. Because it makes a noise when it's running. And under the car, once you get that cover off, I've got an axle stand under here. Once I get the cover off, it's up there, not very accessible. So I'm going to start by removing the AC compressor that we see right here. Yeah, looks like it might be fun, but we'll do it. Well, I can't hear any noise, any kind of noise. There is something, but I don't know where it's coming from. A little clicking sound going on in the background. At the top of the engine, I could hear something coming from the EVAT. Hard solenoid, but that's not the click. It's definitely this area. So I'll do what you've asked and change everything and try it again. Hopefully that's it. Somebody else checked this that works for Mercedes, so they're not wanting to do the job though, because you need some kind of special tool to do it, which I don't have. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. So what I'm going to do is go to the one on the car, get the belt off and spin these pulleys and try and figure out if there's something making a noise, if it's maybe got a water pump or something, which one it is. If it's one of these pulleys or the tensioner, we're okay. But they said the tensioner's faulty. Maybe it's swinging about like that, I don't know. It's really hot today, isn't it? I'm just sweating being out here. So this one's made in Turkey. The Gates is one. So yeah, I think, well, I was looking under the car. We've got the AC compressor bolted onto that. So if I can get the belt off, I'll draw which way it goes, make a note of it. Take the AC belt off, take the compressor off, and then I don't even know how accessible the stuff is yet, because I've not done one before, but I'll give it a go. Okay, here's the special tool, a jack. I'm using this hammer because I couldn't get onto it how I wanted with the jack, onto the bottom of that tensioner, and I'm just unscrewing this nut. It is a Torx head or an E-socket. I'm just using a regular 10mm. It's doing the same job. So once I've taken that tensioner off, I can move the jack, lower the jack down. I've got this axle stand under the car that you see over there. I'm only using this to hold the tensioner, so I'm not putting tension on the bolt as I unscrew it. Once I take the bolt out all the way, here, it's loose now. Once I take this out all the way, I'll lower the jack down and see if I can get the tensioner off. I tried to get it with this spanner. I think it was 21mm. I had to use the open end because of the angle of it. However, it just didn't do anything with the tension. It still got tension on it. When I moved it as far as I could, the belt's still tensioned. So that could be the problem with it. The tensioner may be faulty or something. So with this bolt out the way, I just levered it over a bit. Now I can control the tensioner with the jack out the way and take this belt off. Now we're going to be ready to take these bolts out for the AC, but there's a flexi hose after this, so we're going to have plenty of room to swing that out the way and get a look at it. Right, we got the bottom two bolts out. The top two I got with a 10mm spanner. Again, there's one here and one there. One right here. There it is, where my finger is. But there's a bracket on the back of it, so I just took these two ground straps, the shoulder bolts, took those out, and this swung down. So I'm going to hopefully get this out the way and see what we can find. Alright, now we've got the pulleys up here replaced. I couldn't get this bolt out, it was going to snap on the alternator. So I've just wedged the handle of my hammer, a smaller hammer, levered this engine across with a lever and wedged that in, and managed to just change the pulleys without lowering the engine. Couldn't get that out. I thought it'll just stop. Change the pulleys that are noisy, at least. Now I've just got to put the tensioner on, and then the aircon compressor. So that's my next thing: tensioner, compressor, and try and get the belt on. Show you how I got onto those. If I can get up. Where is these things? Like that. I got an 11 for the one at the back, and 10 millimeter. Even though they're Torx or inverted Torx, these worked. I did have to put a lever against the back of it and hold it tight to the head of the bolt. When it was in there. I had to hold that so it didn't slip and round. And there's the other one. See, these pulleys are worn, but this isn't worn. That's just a bracket. So I just gone for leaving that on because I couldn't get it off anyway. So I'm going to change these. Right? They're the noisy bits. I'm going to change the tensioner. And put a new one on there, like I say, then just the reverse of how it come apart. Put that one on. The belt's going to be fun, I can imagine, so I'll just bash on and get it done. There it is, just the same way it comes off, but I took it off, except to go on, I had to lever it where this ring bit is. I had to lever it onto here. That's it done. That's it done. So now I can lower this all down. It says the tensioner on, the belt's on. That seemed to be the easiest way to do it. I've got the under tray to go back on as well. Let's see if I can get up here. So what I had to do, if I can swing myself around, what I had to do was lever this up here. However I did it, jack was going this way, but you see this bit here on the washer, or whatever it is. Once that was high enough, I had to push the spring in, and then it rested on the washer, and just with a bit of jiggery-pokery like that. It's easier now without the belt pushing down on there, but it's doable. I didn't have the tool that would fit on this 21, that 21, but it's on now. It's all done. It seems to still be making a sound to me, but they were mostly concerned about the tensioner. And it was somebody apparently from Mercedes that looked at it and said it's your tensioner that's gone. Anyway, that's all been replaced, so we're all good. It's not that. There is a noise, but it's just something else. Thanks for watching. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get you to hear this. I got set up with this to try and figure out the noise. We got these things in different places. There's the mic and we put that there. I don't know if we can hear it on this. We put the headphones on this, but that's, I don't know if you can hear it, but that's the AC compressor in blue. That's the alternator. And I think that's the one that we're hearing. That one in green is the water pump. And these two, the purple and the red, are different parts of the timing case in case it was the chain. But I gotta say, the noise that I think they're hearing is the yellow one, which is the alternator. But when I spun it, I couldn't hear anything. And also that's the one that the bolt didn't want to come out of, ironically. So yeah, you couldn't feel any play or hear anything. But I don't know how this is sounding on this though. put you in the video. Okay? We've had my wife listen to it as well, and we're thinking the noise that we can hear outside is the, what did we say? The yellow one, which is the alternator. So that's the one. Although when I spun the pulley underneath, it spun freely and it was quiet. There's no free play in it. Right, I've done that car, done what I was asked, because they didn't really want me to diagnose it as such. It's just, they know what's wrong with it. It's been in a garage. Mercedes mechanics looked it over and knows what it needs. I got asked if I'll do the job, if I could price it, and I could. And I did the job, replaced the tensioner and the pulleys and the drive belt for the alternator, and that's on now. The serpentine belt's done. So there is a little bit of noise, but I couldn't hear the noise or feel play in the alternator, or you know, I couldn't feel play in it, or when I spun it I couldn't hear anything. It didn't feel tight. I didn't feel any up and down movement in and out. It was just fine. So I thought, I'll go with what they've done. It's a big enough job just changing those things. Then when I built it up, I was like, I can still hear something. And that's when I got the chassis gears attached, one to the aircon compressor, one to the alternator, one to the water pump, not to the pulleys but to the body of these things, and a couple on the engine, on the casing where the timing chain is. And I realised what I'm hearing is the alternator, so that's something that maybe one day might need to be replaced, but at the moment it's working. A little bit of noise coming from it, but it's got to be better than it was. It's got a new tensioner and drive belt, and that's just a way of doing it without dropping the engine down and disconnecting engine mounts, stuff like that. Hopefully it's helpful to somebody. Thanks for watching.